Oh, I'm sorry. That's just your job. Huh?
Just stop now.
No. That's okay.
Nee.
God! Suck it, motherfucker! You shouldn't! Oh, I hate you.
Ever wonder how many of your favorite movie moments were complete accidents? From stormtroopers bumping their heads to Leo DiCaprio bleeding for real, Hollywood's biggest oops moments turned out to be pure gold. These directors saw something magical in the mistakes and said, keep it rolling. Buckle up, because here are 25 times movie bloopers were so perfect, they became iconic cinema history. In Star Wars, A New Hope, that stormtrooper bonking his head on the door frame wasn't acting. He genuinely smacked into it because he had stomach problems and wasn't paying attention. George Lucas loved it so much, he enhanced the sound effect in later editions, turning an embarrassing blooper into Star Wars legend.
No, wait!
In The Godfather, the cat Don Vito Corleone is stroking during his brutal orders, totally unscripted. A stray kitten wandered onto the set and jumped into Marlon Brando's lap during shooting, creating one of cinema's most chilling contrasts, a cold-blooded killer gently petting a cat. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, the iconic scene where Indiana Jones shoots the swordsman instead of fighting him, Harrison Ford had dysentery and was too sick to film the choreographed sword fight. He suggested just shooting the guy, and Spielberg agreed, creating one of the most legendary moments in action movie history. In The Dark Knight Heath, Ledger's slow, sarcastic clap during Gordon's promotion scene was pure improvisation. Nobody told him to do that. It wasn't in the script, it was just Ledger being a genius and understanding exactly what the Joker would do in that moment. In Guardians of the Galaxy, when Chris Pratt drops the orb, that wasn't Peter Quill being clumsy. That was Chris Pratt being clumsy. He fumbled it for real, quickly recovered without breaking character, and James Gunn thought it was so naturally Star-Lord that he left it in. In The Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo's I know response to Leia's I love you, Harrison Ford went completely off script. The original line was, I love you too, but Ford felt it didn't fit his character's cocky personality, so he improvised the most Han Solo line ever written.
I love you.
I know.
In Django Unchained, that blood gushing from Leonardo DiCaprio's hand during his intense monologue, real blood from a real injury. He slammed his hand on glass, cut himself badly, but stayed in character and kept going. Tarantino kept the take because DiCaprio's commitment was insane.
Lay your palm flat on that tabletop!
In Thor, The Dark World, Thor casually hanging his hammer on a coat rack wasn't scripted. Chris Hemsworth was just goofing around between takes. The director saw it, loved the visual gag, and threw it into the movie. Sometimes the best comedy comes from actors just being playful.
The whole world is going crazy. All the stuff we saw is spreading.
In the 40-year-old virgin Steve Carell's screaming during the chest waxing scene, totally real. He insisted on actual waxing instead of special effects, and his pain was so genuine and hilarious that they kept every agonizing second. Carell later said he'd never do that for a movie ever again.
Oh, you fucker!
In The Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins' creepy hissing sound while talking to Clarice wasn't in the script. He improvised it on the spot, and Jodie Foster's uncomfortable reaction is completely real. That's what makes it so terrifying. She genuinely didn't expect it. In Rocky, the movie had such a tiny budget that most background people weren't extras. They were random citizens who had no idea they were being filmed. The guy who throws Rocky an orange during his run? Completely unscripted, just a local dude being nice. In Mrs. Doubtfire, when the cake frosting melted from the set lights and dripped into Mrs. Sellner's tea, Robin Williams had to improvise. His line, "There you go, you've got your cream and your sugar now," was pure Williams magic, thinking on his feet and making everyone laugh.
One drop or two. Would you like another one? Oh, there you go.
In The Avengers, Robert Downey Jr. kept sneaking snacks on set, and the director finally gave up trying to stop him. So all those scenes of Tony Stark randomly eating, that's just RDJ being RDJ, and they made it part of the character. Method acting at its finest.
Secrets have secrets. It's bugging him too, isn't it?
In Forrest Gump, the line, "My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump." Tom Hanks said that last part by accident, but it fit the character's simple, literal way of speaking so perfectly that it stayed in. Sometimes accidents are better than the script.
My given name is Benjamin Buford Blue. People call me Bubba. Just like one of them old redneck boys. Can you believe that?
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
In The Princess Diaries, Anne Hathaway's fall on the bleachers was a genuine accident. She took a nasty tumble during filming, but it matched her awkward, clumsy character so well that the director said, "That's staying in." Sometimes being a klutz is on brand.
Have to look just right. Number 3.
In Titanic, the iconic "I'm the king of the world" line wasn't in the original script. James Cameron told Leo to just say it and really sell it after trying several lines that didn't work. And boom, instant movie history.
I'm the king of the world!
In The Usual Suspects. That lineup scene where all the criminals are laughing was supposed to be dead serious. The director was furious, but the actors said they couldn't stop cracking up because someone kept farting during filming. They kept it because it actually made the scene more memorable. In Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey's confused look when Kate Winslet's character disappears. That's real confusion. The director didn't tell him she'd vanish, so Carrey was genuinely trying to find her. His authentic reaction made the surreal moment even more emotional.
Clem, they're erasing you.
In Full Metal Jacket, R. Lee Ermey was actually a real Marine drill instructor from Parris Island during the war. He was hired as a technical advisor, got cast in the film, and then improvised all his training scenes himself. That's not acting. That's just him being himself.
Tonight, you pukes will sleep with your rifles.
In Dirty Dancing, the scene where Johnny and Baby crawl toward each other on the floor, that was them warming up before shooting. The director saw it, thought it looked intimate and perfect, and threw it straight into the movie. In Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman accidentally passed gas during filming, but he and Tom Cruise stayed in character and made it work. The spontaneous scene became so good and so perfectly matched Hoffman's socially awkward character that it became a fan favorite.
Uh-oh, fart.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt, I'll hold.
Fart.
Did you fart, Ray?
Fart.
Did you fucking fart?
Fart.
In The Wolf of Wall Street, Matthew McConaughey's chest-thumping ritual wasn't scripted. He did it before every take as a personal relaxation technique. Leonardo DiCaprio saw it, suggested putting it in the scene, and it became one of the movie's most memorable moments. In Blade Runner, when Daryl Hannah's character runs away and smashes through a van window with her elbow, she genuinely slipped and broke her elbow. She had to be rushed to the hospital, but the take looked so good they used it anyway. That's commitment to the craft.
Oh, yeah.
In Scent of a Woman. Al Pacino prepared for his blind character by refusing to let his eyes focus on anything. He got so good at simulating blindness that his vision was genuinely impaired, which is why he accidentally fell over a garbage can in the street scene. Method acting taken to the extreme.
Colonel!
In The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. That dramatic flag ripping off the pole and flying away while Eowyn stares into the distance. Total accident. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it looked so metaphorical and perfect that Peter Jackson kept it in the final cut. Sometimes nature directs better than humans. So there you have it. 25 movie moments that were never supposed to happen but became legendary anyway. Which one blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more wild movie facts. Remember, sometimes the best takes are the ones nobody planned.